Hello, my friends. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Take a deep breath, sit back, relax, and let's begin another amazing journey through history.
Today's story is one of the greatest mysteries the world has ever known. A story of gold, adventure, danger, greed, and hope. For hundreds of years, people crossed mountains. They sailed across oceans. They walked through endless jungles. Some never came home. All because they believed one incredible legend. The legend of El Dorado. But what was El Dorado? A city? A kingdom? A treasure? Or simply a dream? Our story begins more than 500 years ago, far from Europe, far from great castles, far from busy cities. Deep inside South America, there were vast forests, wide rivers, tall mountains, and powerful civilizations. These lands were rich, not only with nature, but also with gold. Gold was everywhere. People made beautiful jewelry, golden masks, golden statues, golden decorations. But something was different. To the native people, gold was not money. It was sacred. It represented the sun. It honored the gods. It was beautiful, but it did not control their lives. Everything changed when strangers arrived. They came from Spain. The year was 1492. Christopher Columbus had crossed the Atlantic Ocean. Soon, many Spanish explorers followed. They searched for new lands, new riches, and new opportunities. Some became famous, others became forgotten, but they all wanted one thing: gold. Everywhere they traveled, they asked the same question: where is the gold? Sometimes they found small treasures, sometimes they found nothing. Then a strange story began to spread. A story told quietly, a story whispered from village to village. It spoke of a mysterious ruler, a king covered completely in gold. Every morning, his body was covered with fine golden dust, from head to toe. When the ceremony began, he climbed onto a beautiful raft. Around him stood priests, warriors, musicians. The people watched silently. The raft slowly moved across a peaceful lake. Then, the king made an offering. He threw gold into the water. Emeralds followed. Beautiful jewels disappeared beneath the surface. Everything was given to the gods. Nothing was taken back. Spanish explorers could hardly believe what they heard. A king who threw away gold. It sounded impossible. Yet more people told the same story. Each version became even bigger, even richer, even more mysterious. Slowly, the Golden King became something else. People stopped talking about one man. They began talking about a city made entirely of gold. Its streets glittered under the sun. Its temples shined like fire. Its people were richer than any king in Europe. The name spread quickly. El Dorado, the Golden One. Soon, the meaning changed. Now, everyone imagined the Golden City. Maps were drawn. Rumors filled every port. Sailors talked about it. Merchants believed it. Kings dreamed about it. Even ordinary people hoped the stories were true, because whoever found El Dorado would become richer than anyone who had ever lived. Then came the conquistadors, fearless, ambitious, sometimes cruel. They wore heavy armor. They carried swords. They brought horses. Many native people had never seen horses before. They thought horse and rider were one creature. The conquistadors traveled deeper into unknown lands. Every village received the same question: where is El Dorado? Sometimes the villagers pointed toward distant mountains, sometimes toward endless rivers, sometimes toward the jungle. The explorers followed every clue. Each clue led to another. Each promise led to another disappointment. Still, they refused to stop, because the next river could hide the city. The next mountain could reveal golden towers. The next sunrise could change everything. Weeks became months. Months became years. The jungle became their greatest enemy. The air was hot. The rain never seemed to stop. Mosquitoes covered their skin. Strange animals watched from the trees. Food became scarce. Many became sick. Some disappeared without a trace. Others simply gave up. But not everyone. One explorer looked at the endless forest and smiled. If El Dorado exists, I will find it. He gathered his men, sharpened their swords, loaded their supplies, and stepped into the unknown. None of them knew that this journey would become one of the most dangerous expeditions in history. And for many, it would be their last. The expedition continued. Day after day, the jungle became darker. The rivers became wider. The mountains became higher. Still, there was no golden city. Only silence. Only endless trees. Some men became sick. Others were bitten by snakes. Many had no food left. Some could no longer walk. But their leader refused to turn back. "There is gold ahead," he said. "We are close." The men wanted to believe him, so they continued. One morning, they reached another village. The explorers asked the same question: "Where is El Dorado?" The villagers looked at one another. Then an old man smiled. He slowly raised his hand and pointed far away, beyond another mountain, beyond another river. The explorers smiled. "We're getting closer." But they were not. The villagers had done this before. They wanted the strangers to leave, so they simply pointed farther away, again and again. The search continued. Months passed. The supplies disappeared. The horses grew weak. Armor became heavy. Hope became smaller. Some men left the expedition. Others died from disease. Others were lost forever inside the jungle. Nature was stronger than swords, stronger than greed, stronger than dreams. Yet, the legend refused to die. Back in Europe, more explorers heard the stories. More kings offered money. More soldiers volunteered. Each believed, "I will succeed where everyone else failed." Another expedition crossed the ocean, then another, and another. Some searched rivers. Some climbed the Andes Mountains. Others explored places no European had ever seen. Years became decades. Decades became centuries. Millions of gold coins were spent searching. Thousands of lives were lost. Families waited for fathers who never returned. Friends waited for companions who disappeared into the forest. Maps were changed. New rivers were discovered. New mountains were explored. Entire regions of South America became known because people were searching for El Dorado. But the Golden City never appeared. Slowly, historians began asking a different question. What if El Dorado was never a city? They returned to the oldest stories. They studied ancient traditions, and they found something interesting. The first legend was never about a golden city. It was about a golden man, a king. During a special ceremony, the ruler covered himself with fine gold dust. Then he sailed across Lake Guatavita. He offered gold and precious jewels to the gods. The treasure sank beneath the water. For the local people, this ceremony was sacred. It was not about becoming rich. It was about faith, respect, and tradition. But when the Spanish heard the story, something changed. Every time the story was retold, it became bigger. The Golden King became a golden kingdom. The kingdom became a golden city, and the city became the greatest treasure hunt in history. Many people later searched Lake Guatavita. Some even drained part of the lake. They found small pieces of gold, some ancient objects, some emeralds, but nothing like the incredible treasure they expected. The legendary city remained hidden. Or perhaps it had never existed at all. Today, El Dorado is still one of history's greatest mysteries. Some people believe a real city is still waiting to be discovered. Others believe the legend grew from a simple ceremony. No one knows for certain. And perhaps that is why the story has survived for more than 500 years. Because mysteries never truly disappear. They continue to inspire explorers, writers, filmmakers, historians, and dreamers. The search for El Dorado also teaches us something important. Sometimes people become so focused on finding treasure that they forget what truly matters. Many explorers risked everything: their homes, their families, even their lives, for a dream that may never have existed. In the end, the greatest treasure was never gold. It was the knowledge they gained, the lands they explored, the rivers they mapped, and the history they left behind. Perhaps that is the real treasure of El Dorado. Not a city of gold, but a story that has traveled across oceans, crossed centuries, and continues to capture our imagination today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I hope you enjoyed the story. Keep learning, keep exploring, and never stop being curious. Because history is full of amazing stories, and our next adventure is waiting for us. See you in the next story.